it's Brittany. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to do a Q&A video. So I have some questions here on paper, so let's get that started. One, what are your favorite foods? Okay, that's a good but hard question. I can't really take my time to really think about this question because it may take maybe 10 minutes or longer just to really think about it. But I'm only going to mention a few, which are hamburgers, chicken nuggets, chicken strips, tacos, burritos, and enchiladas. So far, I can only name those because those are the only ones I can think of. But I know I have some other favorites. I just can't really think about them at the moment because one is gonna make me really hungry, and two, I would have to write it down on paper just so that way I could have a list out. Yeah, I could have a list to know how many favorite foods I have because honestly, I wish I could keep track on how many I have, but I don't. So I don't. But yes, I will write that down. Two, what kind of toys you had as a child? Now, that is a good question. Okay, now I don't know if this may come as a surprise to you, maybe not, but okay, so as a young child, a young girl, I was never really into dolls at all. Like, I was never into Barbie dolls, baby dolls, just any kind of doll. I just wasn't really into. Now, stuffed animals, I was, because they were, like cute, soft, stuffed animals, that are toys, but they're like, plushies. So that I didn't mind. But when it came to like dolls, it's like, no, I just wasn't really into that. And I have to say that the toys I had as a young child was like Hot Wheel car toys because to me it just looked really cool to play with. So yeah, I liked toy cars, even like dinosaur toys. But yeah, to be honest, I do remember playing at least some of my toys as a young kid. But I don't think I really played with toys that much just because I was more into what I was into, and that was I was more into entertainment, like watching TV shows, like my favorite ones, and watching movies, even my favorite movies, and I was more into like also like music, like listening to songs that were my favorite, and let's see. I don't know. I would just say I was more into things that really interested me. Something that I just loved like listening to, like I said, music and movies, because to me that was I don't know, to me that's something that seemed like more interesting to me, just because it was. It still is. Like, I still love music and movies. Like, I do. But yes, that was me. As a young girl, never into Barbie dolls or baby dolls, but I was more into like car toys, even animal toys. Like the ones where you get even from McDonald's and Burger King, how they were selling some toys, especially because a movie came out. I was like into like their toys as well. Um, yeah, I was more like into, like I said, other things that really interested me, like even animals, because I love animals, music, movies, And I have to say, everything about movies just really caught my attention. Because I have to say, watching movies a lot, like paying attention to everything, and of course, especially watching the performances, I think that's when I knew I wanted to be, an actress. That's still my dream career. And of course, I will get there when it happens. But yeah, that was me. Like listening to music. Oh, to be honest, the kind of music I loved listening to was like like good music, like positive music. But I also loved listening to the Carpenters. To be honest, I did. Um, I have to say, yeah, I know there were some sad songs of hers, but at the same time, I just loved her love songs because it just sounded like so romantic. And even to this day, I still love her songs, like especially her love songs because it still sounds so romantic. So yeah, I will never get tired of that. Yep, that was me. But yeah, I was also especially into dinosaurs just because I would watch The Land Before Time and Jurassic Park a lot. So I bet you're probably wondering, like, well, which one did you like better? Or which one do you still like better? Okay, now I do like The Land Before Time, even like the paper fell. Sorry. So yeah, I still like The Land Before Time, I do, but sorry, it's just not my favorite. I mean, I still like it, but I have to say that I love Jurassic Park more just because the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park look so realistic. I'm not sure if you heard that, but I did. But yeah, I really love Jurassic Park because the dinosaurs are so realistic and everything about Jurassic Park just it's just amazing, and everything about Jurassic Park is so fascinating to me, especially the T Rex, which I've mentioned that before. So, moving on to the next question. Do you like spoof movies? Now, this is a tricky question. Now, you have to really understand when I say this here because um this is something that I have a different opinion on, but of course everyone else does as well. But I'd have to say I do like spoof movies, but not all of them. And here's why, which I will explain later. But the spoof movies that were probably go way back, like probably I don't know how I don't know how long ago they made spoof movies, but as far as I can remember, like the ones from the 80s, probably to the 90s, like the spoof movies like Naked Gun, Top Secret. What else is there? I believe there's Spy Hard. There's a Spaceballs. Now with those ones, those are funny. They are. And yeah, I do like watching those ones. Like ones that go way back. I have to say before 2000. And now here's why I'm going to explain. Because it just seems like, yeah, people are still making spoof movies today. But I have to say, from at least from 2000 to now, it just seems like spoof movies are no longer funny like they used to be. It just seems like now spoof movies are just so damn ridiculous. Like probably like not like a good kind of funny, more like a stupid funny. You know, okay, it's kind of like this. Kind of like some people will laugh at something that is so dumb, very dumb, and they laugh at the most dumbest things. That to me is like, I don't think that's funny. I really don't, cause I know there are some people who do laugh at the most the dumbest things in spoof movies, because to them they think it's funny. But to me personally, I don't think it's funny at all. It's like, well, like, it, if they know in this spoof movie that something happens but it's supposed to look dumb, in other words, stupid, like, I know they laugh at that because to them it's funny, but to me personally, I don't find it all funny. Like, okay, now I've watched Scary Movie, which I know that was supposed to be the original title for Scream, which I'm glad they didn't because Scream suits those movies way better. But still, even though they made the spoof movie called Scary Movie, which it's kind of like they made fun of other scary movies as well, including Scream. I don't know. I remember watching it, but to be honest, I'm gonna be honest here, but I did not laugh watching it. I did not laugh at all, just because to me it's like, okay, like to me, like in my mind when I'm watching, I'm like, this is so weird, like weird in a way where I'm insulting it, like I'm insulting the most like ridiculous, dumbest parts in the movie. And yeah, I didn't really find it entertaining. And yes, there are some things that even are completely disgusting, which I'm like, okay, like, don't make me feel sick here, because you're starting to, you know? So yeah, I remember watching the first one a long time ago, but to be honest, like I said, I did not like it. To be honest, I don't like it at all. I don't even like the rest of the scary movies, which because they're not funny to me. I mean, if some of you do love the scary movies and if you find it funny, um, that's okay because we all find things funny personally to ourselves, but to me, no. Like, it's not even entertaining to me at all. Okay, I will say this, but I will not really go into detail here, but I do remember because I was just curious about this, but I actually looked this up on YouTube. Sorry, that was my hands. Ignore that. Um, okay, so on YouTube, I actually looked up on Scary Movie 2. And the reason why is because I thought, well, since I've seen the first one, I don't know what part 2 is about. I mean, here's the thing. I do remember watching at least, yeah, I do remember watching part 2. Um, like maybe some towards the middle to the ending, I believe. But I never knew what the beginning was, of the movie. So somehow I thought, okay, I never really saw the beginning of the movie of part 2, so I thought maybe I should look that up. So I did. But when I did, yeah, to be honest, I thought, okay, at first it was going fine because at least these two characters are talking, in the movie. So I'm like, okay, nothing weird or gross is happening yet. So somehow I thought it was perfect timing too, because I remember asking myself, how much weirder and how much weirder can it get? And how, like, how disturbing is it gonna get? Which it answered my question way later, because now, yeah, like I said, even thinking about it, because I still remembered how the beginning went, which, uh, very disgusting. Okay, so, okay, I'm just gonna say this. Do you remember the bathroom scene? Just that. Now that, yeah, disturbing and quite, yeah, disgusting. Now, like I said, I don't really want to go into details just because I'm gonna be more grossed out by it, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. But even after that, and of course, going to this room, where because the beginning is where they actually mocked the scene from the movie of The Exorcist, of course. So it's like, where's the part where it's like they're all, in the bedroom. But to me, what's most disturbing and so highly disgusting in that scene is when all three characters in that scene is when they're all throwing up on each other, back and forth. But the way it looked, like it just looked like in a way that they kind of exaggerated how someone would vomit, because really no one would vomit like that. So to me, that was like, okay, the whole vomiting thing is like over exaggerating it. Like, okay, it was too much. To me, it was definitely way too much of that, because I'm sorry, even watching that, to be honest, I was so utterly disturbed, disgusted, and shocked, because I was like, oh my gosh, like I never seen like so much vomit in a movie, especially in this spoof movie. So I'm like okay, like you're making me feel grossed out here. Like I feel something nasty here, like in my throat. So thank you for that. But yeah, to be honest, after I watched that scene on YouTube, I remember by the time it was over, I was just like, I was still shocked. I was still very disturbed and disgusted, because I was like, okay, I haven't seen that much vomit in a movie before, especially because it's between these three characters and they're throwing up on each other, and it's so, ugh. It's very disgusting. It's very disturbing. And I know some people might find that particular part funny, but I don't, because to be honest, um, vomit grosses me out. It really does. I have to say, even if it's in the movie and even though it's fake, still, even though if it's fake vomit in the movie, like to make it look real, it still grosses me out. Like, ugh, like please, I don't want to see that. Like, this is too much. And believe me, that particular part definitely exaggerated how someone would actually vomit, which I don't find it funny, because it's just disgusting. Okay, it's disturbing. Oh, do you really think I'm gonna laugh at this? No. Like, you're gonna make me feel sick here. Like, do you want me to end up feeling physically sick, like to my stomach and in my throat? No. So why would you do that? Yeah. Okay. Other than that, I will say this: I do like spoof movies. Now, to the question, yes, I do like spoof movies, but the ones that go way back, the ones that are funny. But it's like I said, the ones from 2000 to even to now, they're just not funny anymore. They're not funny at all. So, that's just me. That's my opinion. So, there you go. Sorry for the long answer, but I don't know. I just had to say it. I just had to say what I had to say. So, I'm gonna leave it to that. Next question. If you could collab with any YouTuber, who would it be? Okay, this is a good question. Oh man, there are so many YouTubers that I love watching their videos. Okay, sorry about that. Now, I would love to collab with Matthew Santoro, Rhett and Link on Good Mythical Morning. What else? No, who else? I'm sorry. Jessie V. Who else? I'm trying to think. I'm thinking. But yes, there are some other YouTubers that are my favorite, and I would just love to meet them in person and even collab with them in person. Like I would love to do it both ways, where I collab with it, collab with them, like on YouTube, where they're over there, where they're at, and I'm over here. But I would also love to collab with my favorite YouTubers in person, because that would just be so exciting. Let's see. Oh no. What movie makes you cry? Okay, now to be honest, I haven't seen a lot of movies that I would know that make me cry, but there are at least only two movies. Yes, there are only two movies that I would watch, and every time I do watch those two movies, they make me cry. So one of them is Titanic, and of course, obviously, for those who do watch it, would definitely cry hard, especially because of the ending and because Jack dies. So yeah, that's just so sad. But I will say this part of the movie, yeah, you don't know, but now believe me, I love Titanic. It's my favorite movie, because yeah, they made it into this you know, because it's a romantic but also very sad movie. But you know, it is my favorite. I still love to watch. But it's like this: when I do watch Titanic, the one particular part that always hits me hard, that every time that gets to me every time, is where it's the part where, of course, it's the ending, but it's where Rose is on that thing. I think that board thing. I'm not sure what it is, but she's on there, and Jack is in the freezing cold water. And the part that really gets to me, you know, where I start to have tears in my eyes, is when he tells her that winning the ticket was the best thing that happened to him, because it brought him to her. And just by saying that, oh, it kind of makes me feel sad already. Like, oh, like that's so sweet, but sad, because it's like he's gonna die in the freezing cold water. But for him to say that to her, it's just so sweet, which it just makes me cry. Yeah, that's where it really hits me. Like okay, like the rest is gonna come. I'm gonna start crying so hard, like a waterfall here. So yeah, I say from there to, you know, along, you know, after that, I just cry so hard after that, especially because you know, when she sees the boat and she tries to wake him up, but she realizes that he already died. Sorry, it's a stuffy nose. I'm not crying, but so of course, so when she's crying, but also when the music comes on, you know, that sad music comes on, I cry even harder. So yeah, of course, Titanic makes me cry, and of course, for those who love Titanic, the movie, and who cry at that part like I do, yeah, you know how it feels. It's so sad, and it just hits you so hard, you know, like in the chest. So yeah, it's unbearable. It is like, oh, so sad. Why? Yeah, I feel you. Believe me, I know how it feels when I watch it, which is not a lot, but when I do watch it, it's like, oh, it's kind of like I kind of get ready, like, okay, it's gonna happen, and when it does this, then yeah, all of a sudden, I just cry so hard. where, like I said, the best way I describe it, where it just feels like there's a waterfall coming down right out of my eyes. Okay, another movie I know that makes me cry is The Fly. Not the 1958 one, but the 1986 one, and here's why. Now, for those who have seen The Fly, now some of you who have seen it probably feel very disgusted, like probably you feel sick to your stomach just because when he is changing into the fly, that somehow some of you may feel very grossed out and you probably feel sick to your stomach by looking at him, but honestly, I don't. I mean, yeah, I know the way he looks and he's physically changing, like his human body is physically changing just because of what's happening to him. To be honest, the first time I watched it and even the other times I've watched it, I never really felt like grossed out, like completely disgusted. Like I never felt that. Cause to me, I just felt the only thing I would feel is the complete opposite of feeling disgusted. I would actually feel just so sad for him because somehow I'm thinking, okay, there has to be a way where he could get back to himself, where he could not turn into this fly, but he could turn back to his old self again, being human. But of course, oh my gosh, I have to say, when that ending comes, even the ending of it makes me cry, because it just does. Because it's just so sad. It really is. So yeah, even that makes me cry. Like, the ending though, like, now some of you may think maybe somehow the ending is a little bit scary or is still very gross, but the way I see it, it's not scary. It's not even gross to me. Like I just find it so sad that I even cry really hard at the ending of The Fly, which is so sad. So yeah, those are the only two movies I know that make me cry, which is Titanic and The Fly, the 1986 one. Last question. What place would you like to visit? That's a good question. There are many places I would just love to visit. Let me think. I would love to visit New York because I really want to go there and just like, like have a tour around New York, and to see what it looks like in person. Let's see. I would love to visit damn it, I had it. Oh, sorry if I said that, but I'm just really thinking here. Paris and Italy. I mean, so far those are the only places I can think of. But yes, I would love to visit those places. It would just be really nice. So that's actually it for this Q&A video. So yes. Okay, now I know I haven't been doing, sorry, I kind of moved something. Excuse me, I had a hiccup, but that's okay. So anyway, yeah, I know I haven't been doing videos lately, but honestly, I'm gonna plan this. I'm gonna do more videos as soon as I can. Actually, what I'm gonna do is that I'm actually gonna pick a day, like each week, I'm gonna pick a day to do 3 videos. Yep. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So look forward to my new videos coming up. It's as I say, look forward to my movie review videos because I love movies and I grew up watching movies and I love entertainment. yeah, I have to say, look forward to the movie reviews because I also love to give my review on movies. So look forward to that because I am looking forward to do more reviews on movies. So that's all for today, and I'll see you at the movies.